What's up guys, GTA4GURU here, and I'm going to do a Game of the Year video. It's nearing the end of the year now, coming up to Christmas. Hope you guys have a great Christmas. Yeah, so I'm going to basically talk about what I think is my Game of the Year and a bit about the year in general. Had a lot of good games this year, even though I think last year was better. We still had a lot of great games this year, and if I can remember my favourites, I'll go through those, and I'll say my main favourite. So basically, the big two games that really just blew me away were really special games. This is for PS3, so I'm not going to be saying this for 360 or Wii, just because the only game I played on Xbox was Halo Reach, which was, I think, a massive disappointment. I thought Halo Reach would be really good, but then I'm not a Halo veteran fan or anything, but I expected it to be way better than it was. So Halo Reach was definitely a big disappointment, but I might do another video with biggest disappointment of 2010 if you guys want to see that. So yeah, the big two games that came out, this is just for PS3 now because this is the main console I play, were GoW3 and Heavy Rain. They were just unbelievably they just blew me away. They're amazing games, and neither of them I was really hyped for that long, to be honest. Heavy Rain found out about a month before it came out, I think, just basically because of the mystery of what it was at the time. No one really knew what Heavy Rain was. It's a very different game. I wouldn't really count it as a game as such. It felt more of a journey, more of an experience that I think everyone needs to experience, because it's just unbelievable. It really captures your imagination and your mind, and you're lost in it, and you have to play it right through to the end. Just an amazing experience, really. And also GoW3 as well was just unbelievable. The combat was just amazing. Story not as strong as 1 and 2. I haven't actually played 1 and 2, but I know the stories were a lot better. But I've heard, but it was a great game. But the story wasn't as strong as its predecessors, but it was still an amazing game with some of the best graphics I've ever seen on the PlayStation 3. And I just played it beginning to end on the hardest difficulty, got platinum, just loved it to bits. There was no boring part in the whole game. Absolutely loved it. Could have been a bit longer, could have been some more gameplay afterwards, maybe something else to do afterwards after you beat the story and the challenges of Olympus. That's basically it. So then I did actually trade it just because there was no replayability in it for me, so it would just be on my shelf. So I traded it and got a game that I would get more time out of. So great game, GoW3. So I think my number one game of the year was Heavy Rain. It was just unbelievable. I'd never played anything like it. It was extremely unique, and it just captured my imagination, and I played it right through to the end, and I was pretty much just speechless the whole way through. I absolutely loved it. So I think Heavy Rain is my game of the year. So we had Heavy Rain, GoW3. I'm going through a few games that I'm just looking at now. Mass Effect 2 I didn't get to play, but it comes out in January on the PS3, so I will be picking that up because I really want to try it. I want to know what all the hype's about. And also Red Dead Redemption was I was quite hyped for that title, as many other people were, because it's Rockstar, and Rockstar always make amazing games. And Red Dead just, it looked amazing, and it lived up to expectations. It was a really great game. I gotta say though, it did get a bit boring. There were a lot of slow sections in the game, so you'd be playing through the story, and they'd get to certain parts where you were just like, oh my god, this is so boring, and just really couldn't be bothered to get through it. And there was one point where I was playing through it, really enjoying it for like the first 4 or 5 hours, then got to a section where I was just like, this is boring, and I'd rented it at the time, and I just couldn't be bothered to go back to it because it wasn't holding my attention. Gave it back to the rental site that I got it from, then got it back like a few months later from a friend and completed it because I actually got really bored. And the last, I think, like hour of the game is one of the most boring moments in gaming, definitely. It's unbelievably boring, I gotta say, the last little bit. But the game was amazing. Definitely, there was way more fun in it than there was boring. So way more positive than negative. Red Dead Redemption was an amazing game. Never got to play Super Mario Galaxy 2, even though I loved 1, but I just didn't pick up 2. So yeah, can't comment on that, but I'm sure it's amazing. Battlefield Bad Company 2 was great. I really enjoyed it. You see my playthroughs on my channel. I really enjoyed that game. Don't really think it's Game of the Year though. It was just a shooter, to be honest. I still think Call of Duty's better, but it was fun. But I don't think it's Game of the Year material, to be honest. But so yeah, that's about it, guys. Red Dead Redemption was I think the top 3: Red Dead Redemption, GoW3 and Heavy Rain. But my Game of the Year is Heavy Rain. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment, let me know what your Game of the Year is. Your thoughts about any upcoming games or games that have been in 2010, what you thought of 2010. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.